My name is Heir. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 16, 2023. It is 12:51 a.m. This is video 1. There's a possibility I may have 2 videos of today's date because I have a lot to share with you, and some of them I'll try to go over them really quickly. I have some stuff regarding Harry and Meghan, and there's Tyler and some other things that unrelated to Harry and Meghan or any royals. And I have here regarding the royal rat, Kate, let's just say the left behind royals. And then the first tweet that I'm gonna sort of go through it really quickly, it's regarding the legal issues that's going on in the UK regarding Rwanda policy. I'm not gonna go too deep onto it, but if you follow me, you read some of the stuff sometime I post on my community board, you should have known already about it. Some of the things that I posted on my community board, I'm not even gonna discuss it here. But there's to sort of sum it up, there's a tweet that I came across, and I think I'll share it with you, and it has a link with it, and I already put the link on my list as well. So when I upload the video after I edit it, this link will be in the description for you guys to read the article yourself. So now let's go over the background of my channel. Okay, 3,477 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. Almost every time I start my video, the subscription is growing. New subscribers are subscribing. But for some reason, my estimate cannot grow. It's actually estimating down. Not up, it's estimating down. And I have at least 1 video a day. And yesterday I had 2. There's a short video here regarding the tabloid and Harry exposing them, and then compare it to what one of the presenters said. Okay, so I don't understand how this keeps on going down. At one point it was 317. That was the biggest, the highest it has gone within this period. Okay, from the last time a check was deposited into my account, a payment I should say, onto my account, and then until this month of the 21 or 22, around this time. All right, so it keeps on going back down. I don't understand. All right, so my analytic. All right, so there's this here. Okay, my revenue 298.78. Someone just the view just went up. Okay, 3,731 views in the last 48 hours. And my subscription, okay, so I decided to discuss this really quickly on my channel so you have an idea what's going on. Okay, ministers could have made the Rwanda policy legal. They chose not to do so. The government has only itself to blame for this week's Supreme Court outcome. Okay, so there's the article. Let's go over it. I opened it already. One of the things that was happening during all those debacle regarding the Rwanda sending those those immigrants to Rwanda, but there was a lot of other issues that were going on in between. I touched based on them very slightly. Many of you don't agree with me bringing these things into play, whatever. They all connected. Okay, if they had left Meghan alone, I would not be worrying about what's going on in the UK. The US have its own problem, similar problem to a certain extent. Okay, so their plan was, okay, this started sort of way back when they were regarding the Rwanda policy. This is my view, the way that I see it. when they were arresting a lot of pedophiles left and right, and many of them were associated with the royal family, and then you have the Andrew thing that was going on in the US at that time. So I saw the shift that was going on within the government of the UK. And I've said it in some of my videos on PYTE. Go check it out. If I have videos every day, so I have no idea which day, which video it's on. And I said, look at this. Oh my God. I mean, I'm paraphrasing now, not my exact word back then, is that they are trying to get control of the courts. So when certain topics, certain issues, certain cases come, so they could have control of that particular case. At that time, the way that I was seeing was the pedophile part. Then later on, I start seeing other things that were happening. Remember, they already got themselves out of the EU. But the overall thing, they wanted to have control of the court. So when they do their nonsense outside of the country, okay, so they could dictate themselves whether or not they're guilty or not. So in other words, they were leading, in my humble opinion, leading toward criminal activities could be legal. So when those cases come into their court system, so they could have control of that. And I've always said, the only thing that's holding truth in the UK is the court system. It was being held by a string. So far, it's doing it again. The only time that I think it did not stand was the Johnny Depp case. Okay, so let me read a small portion of this. If you want to know more about this, you have to read or follow how do you call this, reputable journalists. David Allen Green is one. Brian Capecourt is another one that I follow, and many times when it comes to legal issues, I've shared some of this stuff. And I think some of the things that I share on my community board regarding the Rwanda case is Brian Capecourt. All right, so there's this here. Ministers could have made the Rwanda policy legal. They chose not to do so. Oh, and another thing as well. When that was happening, I've shown and I've said this before, is that Charles, the king, all right, before he was king, he was talking against it. When he spoke against it, what was this guy? Forward, look at the screen. I'll put the screenshot of that particular tweet that I'm making reference to, because I still have it and I know where it is. Okay, he told Charles to shut up if he wants, I'm paraphrasing now, the monarchy to still exist or something like that. Okay, so he told Charles to shut up. So we have to give Charles credit on this one. And the other thing as well, the thing that's going on in the Middle East. Okay, all this is where things were trying to shift. After the pedo thing, that was their main goal at first, so they could control if certain things come to their court system, they could turn a blind eye, kind of thing. Okay, with what's happening with the Middle East, so when these people, they're shifting people around, shuffling people around, okay, so probably, in my humble opinion, they will say that these people, the Middle Eastern, whichever left alive, will be going to Rwanda, in my humble opinion. Alright, so let's get back to this article. It was written yesterday, November 15, 2023, by David Allen Green. Okay, the government of the United Kingdom could have won the Supreme Court appeal on its Rwanda removal policy, but it effectively chose not to. The real failure here is the government did not take policy making or lawmaking seriously. The Rwanda policy was always meant for political and media consumption, rather than to make any actual difference. And all this is waste of time. They spend a lot of time doing this nonsense. Not only time, money as well. Because the things that were happening, I don't know, giving money to Rwanda government to do whatever it is, I sort of stop in between, because when I mean in between, I stopped, looking too deep into all of this. But there were money being spent over there. Meanwhile, many of the UK citizens, don't have money, don't have heat, don't have all sort of things. So when people are voting, get the freaking racism out of your system, because you guys are voting against your best interests. These people are wasting money taking care of their business, and they want more money. I don't know. But anyway, let's focus on this. You get, and the US too, we need to focus. This plan sort of starting to, the domino effect starting to go to fail because the US vote the right way. Okay? So now, what should have been done a long time ago, if when the people were voting, they vote the right way, these nonsense will not arrive. Now they're focusing on this. It seems like they're probably going to go back to their drawing board to, implement certain things to go their way. So people need to pay attention and stop voting based on racism. They just want you guys to eliminate each other, and then at the end of the day, it's just that they want to control you. It's just that the other groups they cannot control, so they create this nonsense racism so we could eliminate each other. And then, once we eliminate each other, they could have a free range and walk and do whatever it is that they want. I don't know, these people are crazy. At some point, I need to talk about this part, what I just mentioned here. Okay, so let's continue. The government was told 1 year ago, and what was a prescient report by a House of Lords committee, that the Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with Rwanda was too flimsy a basis for the envisaged exercise. All right, what was that again? Memorandum of Understanding, that's what this thing for, are not legally binding, and they are not intended to be legally binding. They are instead statements of intent and expressions of goodwill. The Memorandum of Understanding and the payments of the UK government will provide reputational and financial incentive for Rwanda to comply with its international obligation for any asylum seekers relocated there, but no more. Okay, this is where all your money were going. My goodness. Okay, there will be no substantial enforceable obligation, and this was by design, for it is in the nature of the memorandum. What was it? Memorandum of Understanding. All right. And the appeal decision handed down by the Supreme Court on Wednesday, it was held that the Memorandum of Understanding was indeed too weak a basis to ensure that Rwanda will comply with its legal obligation toward the relocated asylum seekers. You see? People, we need to ask, why are these people running? Why are they running away from their land? Why? Why would they put themselves in this kind of situation? People need to go back, go to their homeland and find out what's going on there, and then put peace over there so they could go back home. My goodness. All right, thanks to the impressive intervention of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee Detail material was put before the court as to Rwanda's non-compliance with its international obligation. On the scale of justice, in this particular case, the mere words of Memorandum of Understanding were outweighed by hard evidence. Okay, so there's more. I do not want to spend too much time on this video regarding that. The link of this article is in the description. It's not a long read. Okay, so that's it with this. Okay, and let's go to the next tweet here. Okay, now we are into the royal family regarding royals. Okay, so there's this. This was on my community board as well. I posted that on my community board. European monarchs with their families, including all children, all grandchildren, even babies, non-working members, and members living abroad. And Charles? So this is what they put this year. Okay, Sweden. The picture is very small. I'll enlarge it when I'm edit. Okay, so that's all. So this is the biggest it could get. So let's see here. So Sweden, there they are. Okay, Norway, there they are. Denmark, I'm aware of them. For Norway, I'm only aware of him. There was something. Oh, yeah. I believe the princess, I think Martha, something like that, is her boyfriend is African American. I think that's the one. I could be wrong. Just look at the screen. I think I talked about her once before. All right. So this debacle of the Denmark, I'm aware of. There they are here. So where is her son? Okay, so there's that. Luxembourg. So there they are here. Is that the one who... Is that family who has one... how do you call this? One of their prince marry a black person? I'm not sure if it's African American, but a black person. Alright, so there's this here. Spain. Okay, and I'm aware of this because the heir, you know, to the throne is have been making some speeches lately. Okay, since she was young. Okay, so they're Belgium. I'm not aware of them too much. Okay, the Netherlands. I'm aware of them. Couple of reasons. Invictus, Netherlands, and when they went to the Caribbean, they were well received. And also, when they went to South Africa, they were chased out. That's Charles. So, when I saw this, I was like, no wonder why Omid called his book The End Game. So, yeah, he's ending it. That's it. I don't know. He's been chasing that freaking spotlight, but, well, he got the opportunity. He only put himself, but okay. Alright, so there's this. Oh, so there's more here. Even Viking can get together for a family photo, but the head of the Anglican Church cannot do it. There's a laugh. These are the only family photos that Charles can publish. Let's see here. So there's that here. This lady could hardly stand. So who is she? I've seen this picture before. So who is she? But whatever. And who's that? Alright, so there's Louis. That's it. Okay, good for them. Alright, first photo is people in their 60s and 80s, not immediate family members. Another one doesn't include all children and all grandchildren. The last real candid family photo of everybody was taken more than 5 years ago. I don't know. That's their problem. Okay, the Liechtenstein. Okay, so is that the one? Yeah, okay, so it's them. Okay, she marries him, and then this is their son. And not this is old, because I came across a picture of him. He's like a teenager. Here he looks like he's maybe 10. I don't know. The Liechtenstein royal family is a better illustration of inclusivity. Yeah, let's look at it here. Yeah, there they are here. Oh my God, the kid looked like the father. The father. They get along very well. Who knows what goes behind closed doors? They do. I mean, I don't know the order of who's heir, but I know he's not. So I don't know how far off he is to the throne. So he was no threat. And then that with all those children, probably the heir already have so many kids, so there's no worry here. And that's the way Charles should have thought about it. William already have heirs, and Harry is distanced to the throne, so why create all this debacle? And then there's the brother. Okay, so it's the brother who created the debacle. He doesn't understand. But again, their problem. Let's read this and then move to the next one. Charles was despicable to Diana. It's the people expecting anything different I give the side eye to. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. Well, I was watching TV with my husband earlier, and I realized next week we're going on our mini getaway for Thanksgiving. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe. And then, yeah, I need to get ready. Okay, King Chucky waiting for a call from Harry yesterday. Yeah, did I share anything about that yesterday? I don't remember on my video. There was some stuff going on that Harry's gonna call or Charles gonna call or whatever. So this is the squad making reference to it. Okay, King Chucky waiting for a call from Harry yesterday. There's the laugh. I can't see that. Okay, so that was that. Alright, so there's Meghan throwing a speech. There's a picture here. So that's not on my list. So let's move on to the next tweet. Let me bookmark it. So maybe one day I'll come over it. Okay? So there's that. Next tweet. I'm telling you, if you're on Twitter, you'll be so many T's going on. Next tweet. The British media said Harry told them he was going to call Chucky the third, then said he didn't call. That doesn't sound like the Harry I've been following. There is no way he told anyone in the British media he was calling. Besides, we already know the British media create their own news. Alright, so they were just making noise. Okay, it's all made up. Made up to make Charles look good in people's eyes after the story broke that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were never invited. Yeah, that too. Okay, trying to get ahead of the case. They assume he will. That's another thing too. I forgot I wrote this 51 minutes ago. What was I told he's going to call? Okay, so there's this here. This is an ad. It's coming from the British media. It's all lies. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. These are some tweets that I started putting on the list since this morning. Then later on I come across some good tweets. Okay, do you mean to tell me Diana was murdered just so Charles could be separated from the wife he gave his fortune and mom's title and crown to? Alright, some say she was pregnant. They did not want child. They did not want child. It was none of their business. My goodness, they all into everybody's business. It's not, if Princess Diana was to be pregnant with someone else, it's none of Charles' business. But then again, when they think of the institution, you know, the thing, the racist way they think of, and to say, oh, the heir to the throne, you know, has a half brother who's half black, then that will ruin their narrative. Okay, she was, and they did not want the child to live. I mean, if this is not evil, I don't know what is. Okay, if this is true, by the way. Okay, we don't know. Queen Elizabeth II never liked Diana, that's for sure. I also heard that the British and French Secret Service were involved. In my opinion, that was a secret order. It just has to look like an accident. Okay, they all are baggage for God. Sometimes when I pray for, how do you call this? When I pray for foot soldiers to have a mind of their own, when they send them to do stupid things, to snap out of it. Alright, so these are the reason why sometimes I pray for foot soldiers. Okay, of course, they gave the order. It's so obvious they can't let the royal blood be tainted. Look how they acted at her wedding. Look at the event of the world right now. Look how the media treated her. Look how Archie's room went into flames while on royal duty. Okay, look how they tried to ruin the wedding using her estranged family. That's another thing. Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, said in an interview, you owe me something. Not only that, he said, you know, the thing was the whole plan was to mess up the wedding.
It was with American media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding. So
there's that as well. Okay, Thomas Markle's behavior shortly before Meghan and Harry's wedding was deliberate. No father behaves like that. That's not normal. Okay, he thinks he owes her. Very possessive mindset. She's the royal ark. He can't have her or her money. No, the mother of the heir and potential king could not be in the relationship with this is the thing that I was saying, in a relationship with someone who had been raised as a Muslim and whose father had been denied British citizenship, a potential step sibling to the heir. We have all seen the reaction to Meghan. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say as well. But this part about not giving citizenship to that, I don't know anything about that. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I mean, these people, and I hope the Middle East, those people they be hanging out with, you know, they're all playing in terms of secrecy thing, so who knows, they're all playing each other out anyway. Okay, so who is lying? They are always lying anyway. There's the laugh. Harry already told them reconciliation could only happen without the media involvement. That is true. Harry run in front of the pack before they start doing their nonsense. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But the squad are paying attention. Okay, so there's this here. Oh, this is small. Okay, Victoria Ward. Prince Harry enjoyed a warm conversation with the king as he mocked his... Oh, please, that's not true. What? How could these people... That's not true. If it is, then I'm sorry, but this, I don't believe it. Okay, Prince Harry enjoyed a warm conversation with the king as he marked his 75th birthday, which both sides hope marks a turning point. Charles also spoke to Meghan and Archie and Lilibet recorded a video of themselves singing happy birthday. Nah, that's not Harry. Okay, that's not Harry. Alright, there's Express. Prince Harry did not... These people are crazy. Prince Harry did not speak to King Charles to wish him a happy 75th birthday yesterday. Exclusive. I mean, these people are really ridiculous. Prince Harry did not speak to his father, King Charles, to wish him a happy 75th birthday yesterday, despite the Duke briefing that he had planned to make the transatlantic call. The Daily Express understands. Oh my God, there's the rest. These people are ridiculous. So no wonder why I said, so who is lying here? Wow, the Express and Miss Ward are both lying. Harry didn't even plan a birthday call. Lies, lies, and more lies. Okay. Victoria Ward is their new Sussex source because she's seen as a Harry-friendly reporter, so they run to her when they want to make it seem like Harry is the source. Their games are so weak and predictable. I mean, why would she put herself out there like this? If Harry, I mean, I'm telling you, this is one point you do not want to mess with, because if he decided to sue her and the royal family, they know how to distance themselves, or whoever giving them the nonsense knows how to distance themselves from the mess. My goodness. This is another foot soldiers as well. Alright, says that they are such losers. Notice the dodge. Now that they have been caught with their pens down again, they are claiming that Harry briefed that he was going to call Charles. There is no way in hell that Harry will brief the media about this intention. Absolutely BS. And I think when I did mention on that particular video, and I was like, how will they know? They will have to have some sort of a psyche kind of thing, telepathic kind of thing to know what people think. These people are ridiculous. After this, okay, that's it. Okay, when was the birthday party that Prince Harry snubbed? Then was snubbed from? Was there a party at all? That article is a fabrication except for maybe the part about no phone call. I have my doubt about that tweet. If the call happened, I doubt it was warm and or that any video was made. I don't know why I continue to be astounded at the bold-faced lies of the British media, but here I am again. They're just spreading nonsense. Alright, so I'm only sharing this because many of you are not on Twitter, but I know it's a lie. Next tweet. Okay, Instagrammer really out here calling Baldy and KK and Breed. Let's see here. Okay, Entertainment Weekly lady and gentlemen, the Crown's Prince, William and Kate Middleton. Okay, so later on, okay, when I first saw it, I thought the people were calling these two William and Kate. But later on I found out, after I process it, is that they play William and Kate and the show The Crown. Okay, this must be part one. William, he has a hair. It doesn't look like them. She looks nothing like Kate. They don't look and breathe enough. Oh my God, this one was the killer. They are too gorgeous to these people with the casting. Oh my goodness. Okay, Hollywood needs their doctor. If you know, you know. Alright, next tweet. So this was making reference somewhat as if the people were making, they are Harry, William and Kate, but apparently later on I found out that they just played the part. Alright, next tweet. You see, this was 21 hours ago when I posted it. Okay, so there's me here. I bookmarked mine, but it started over here. So Egg could look good when she fails, the typical writing on the wall. Okay, so I responded to hers. I applaud her for not cutting bangs purely so she could hide behind them. But we were reminded today that Kate Middleton can deliver a speech. I wonder why they keep building her up. Okay, so that was my response. So Egg could look good when she fails, the typical writing on the wall. So let's go into it, because I think there's different little conversation that popped up in that thread. So let's continue. I read this already. Why are you obsessed with tearing her down? Because she's publicly funded and hasn't made the effort to improve. But we've seen the thing. They keep on setting her up for failure, and then she's not working behind the scene with herself to improve on the things as well. Okay, because the publicly lambasted her mixed race sister because she dared to be better. That's another thing.
The press and the media. And as they say at the start of episode 1, they say so many books and shows and stories have been written about us. We wanted to have our own say. And remember, the purpose of the PR office at the royal family is to keep the royals in the press all the time. So you have to remember, when I work in newsrooms, it's a fact that every anti-Harry and Meghan story comes from Kensington Palace.
But why are you obsessed with tearing her down?
And if it comes from Kensington Palace, why are they briefing against their own grandson?
Well, okay, that's a very the idea.
Why are there never any
I think that's fascinating
about Prince William?
Were William and Kate involved in briefing against them originally? I don't know.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
I'll go into some of this because she will always fail upward thanks to them. They're forcing her to do things she's not good at. Oh my God. Okay, I went on to this that said, why are you obsessed with tearing her down? I read this because they publicly lambasted her mixed race sister because she dared to be better. There's more. Better isn't gossiping on Oprah's couch and about flower girl dresses. Okay, quick delete. I see that Katie taught you how to spell. There's a laugh here. Okay, because she's not a bootlicker like you. Oh my God, what is all this now? And we should give her a pass because she's been around that family for over 20 odd years. Even the late Diana took lesson in public speaking. Kate has form, nervous or not. Yep, she has that. This I will not be able to speak, to read it. But that they are here. If you could read it, pause and read. I mean, she knows what she's lack of and things that they'll be doing. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm good at public speaking, but if I was chasing to be in that position, I guess I'll have to work hard behind it to make sure that I'm good at it. Okay, because she contributes to the lies and bullying of her sister-in-law because of jealousy, so bitter. Okay, so they're responding to her. So let's leave this alone. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, hopefully I could make it only one video. Okay, there's that here. November 2020 landmark speech. January 2023 landmark speech. November 2023 biggest speech of her life. Let's see here. All hail future Queen Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, appeared regal in her landmark early years speech and kept sentences short and simplistic to add impact, body language expert claim. Keep it short and simplistic. Oh my goodness. Kate Middleton makes landmark speech to kick off her major new campaign. The Princess of Wales gave a speech on the importance of children development before their 5th birthday at a reception in London. When was that? January 30th. So there's more here. Princess Kate turns head in bright purple suit as she gives the biggest speech of her life. Wow. The Princess of Wales has taken her Shaping Us campaign to the next level after delivering a landmark speech as part of the Shaping Us National Symposium. Whatever, that was November 2015. The biggest. So how come I didn't hear much about these? Because they are recent. Okay, the 2020 I could understand. I probably was not even paying attention there. But these two, they were in 2023. Nothing she does actually get off the ground. It's just all talk about creating awareness. Okay, awareness created. What's next? Her bat says she's keeping the momentum going. Momentum of what? Word salad as though she's working hard. Ha, that makes for a good laugh. Short of simplistic, that's about right. I know. And no bigger long words, just simple. Bravo, dear. Did anybody learn anything? Okay, I listened to her speech and found she definitely would have been lost without the speech in front of her. She constantly looked at the paper to see what to say next, which caused what she said to not be all that sincere. she should have studied prior to speaking. I mean, this is almost every time. Unless, the only excuse I will give for her, unless they hand her the paper to read the day of, okay, or minutes leading to it. But she should ask for it. She should ask for it and say, let me see, and then study it. Oh my God. Yeah, they're setting her for failure. And the other thing is, public speaking is something that they do in school. Okay? Look at Princess Diana. Perfect example. Okay, just see what Princess Diana did. Okay, hire someone to come to, at the comfort of her home, to practice her public speaking. She could easily do the same thing. They have the money, but they don't really want her to look good anyway. Her husband embarrassed her in public, so they want to embarrass her more, and to say this is the reason why, you know, if there is a divorce, to give another excuse why the divorce happened, when in fact it should be about family. Okay, was it like this? All right, so there's Meghan giving. I think that was the One Young World. That's the first time I'm seeing this image and that. I mean, first I saw it when I took the link to put on the list, and then this is like a second time. Okay, from the Design Museum webpage. What is that? Okay, so that's something different. Oh, there's another picture. I haven't seen this. Let me bookmark this so I could share with you guys on community board. Alright, so that's the thing here again here. Even 13-year-old Meghan is a better speaker. Throwback I feel today is a good day to bring this back for people trying to excuse another subpar royal, white woman, okay, white woman, by claiming Princess Meghan's orator skills or because she was an actress. This was 13-year-old Princess Meghan at her middle school graduation. Okay, 1 minute and 38 seconds. Let's go into it. I'm not gonna read the comments. I'm just gonna let you listen to that. Maybe another time I'll come to it.
Good evening, parents, friends, faculty, and fellow classmates of the class of 1995. Today we are here to celebrate our graduation and to share our appreciation for our brief time at Immaculate Heart Middle School. 2 years ago, we came here as young girls, a bit frightened, overwhelmed, and filled with wonder and anticipation about our new school and what our future would bring.
Oh my God! Look at the eye contact with the public. So she memorized the thing. So she probably wrote it. She memorized the thing, the eye contact with the public. That's one thing I remember when I took my public speaking class. It was required, by the way, as an elective. It was required. You have to look at the audience as you know, you could keep in touch with your paper and stuff like that, but you have to have eye contact with the audience. All right? And she's doing that.
We have so much to be thankful for. First, the privilege of attending Immaculate Heart Middle School. Second, our parents with their sacrifice and commitment to our excellent education. Third, the faculty and staff with their patience, dedication, and support over these last 2 years. And most of all, thank the true women of great heart who had vision and founded our school. And today, we acknowledge the women of the community and other people who keep Immaculate Heart going and growing. We are proud to be part of this great mission, and it will always be in our hearts and prayers. We have grown in many ways over these last 2 years, physically, academically, emotionally, and spiritually. The academics were challenged, but we learned to meet the challenge and study and be prepared. In science class, we observed our fragile environment and developed a sense of personal responsibility to our Earth. We also learned about and experienced great compassion for those who suffer with the AIDS virus. Faith, hope, and respect for God and others taught us to discuss our
Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's the darling Meghan I remember. Her beautiful spirit hasn't changed one bit. I love her then, I love her now, and I couldn't be prouder. So the conclusion is that the reason Catherine is terrible at public speaking is because she's not an actress. Oh my God. What about King George IV, who overcame a crippling speech impediment to speak to the UK citizen? If you want to do something, you will. Yeah, she's not trying or whatever. So many examples in front of her. Next to it. The bats though. Let's see here. Alright. Williams go, what the hell? Her focus on global impact is especially powerful because it acknowledges that this is a complex issue with far-reaching implication. I've been saying the was it baby brain kind of topic. It's a very complex issue. Yes, I agree with that so far. Okay, by bringing together experts and driving policy change, she's creating opportunity for genuine progress. But are we seeing these things happening? Saying these things is not the same as doing. Is she doing this stuff? And the fact that she's committed to this as a lifelong priority is really impressive.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, she's been a while since I last visited. So yeah, it's definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last year.
No. It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
And the fact that she's committed to this as a lifelong priority is really impressive. Not only is she raising awareness now, but she's committing to sustaining that momentum in the long term. This kind of sustained advocacy is often what it takes to create a real change. And it's great to see Kate taking this on and could lead to a real shift in how we think about and prioritize early childhood development. But what is happening? What are they doing? Okay, not a bad idea. But the thing is that these are just words. There's no action. Okay, her focus on global impact is especially powerful because it acknowledges that it's a complex issue. Am I reading the same thing? Okay, childhood development. Yeah, it's repeating the same thing. Okay, so there's here. The Avengers can't fight this one. It's clear she needs all the help she can. All the help she can get. There's that. Big LOL. They don't even pretend anymore. Made in Russia, or is it Lagos? Then even switch a noun. Okay, so these are different. Wait a second. William Guru, her focus on global impact childhood development. Let's see here. I just realized, oh my god, a different person just copy and paste. Oh. Same words. They don't think that the squads are everywhere. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, then even switch a word. Alright, that's an ad. There's too many big words and proper sentence structure for this to come from her fan base. Okay, well, we know they like things simplistic and short, so that will be correct. Alright, so there's me here. So wait a second, how can she go globally when locally her staff are closing down? So there's those things here that's closing down. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, 2015. Okay, what happened to the girl boss and to her genius business idea? Emner Organic. What is that? Okay, how Kate Middleton is adding girl boss to her royal title. What the hell? 2015. That was back then. This is the nonsense they were writing about her. Girl boss? Oh my lord. Okay, Kate Middleton's full royal title is Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge, which is already quite a mouthful, but she might just be tackling girl boss to the end of that. Aside from being a serious philanthropist, style icon, and mom of two, the British royal is possibly also becoming a businesswoman, according to Vanity Fair and many others. Kate might have something cooking in the kitchen, plans to launch her new own organic food company. What in the name? They go extreme. So what's happening to that now? It was since 2015. What's happening now? Oh Lord. The Duchess of Cambridge will reportedly be undertaking the business with her younger sister, Pippa Middleton, who recently took a nutrition course in New York City. The two sisters are both rumored to be awesome chefs. Oh, are they freaking kidding me? Remember that time she was trying to turn what was it? Was it pancake or was it an omelet? Oh God. The two sisters are both rumored to be awesome chefs. In fact, we know that Kate doesn't employ a royal chef and prefer doing the cooking for her own family, including preparing all of Prince George's meal and puring Princess Charlotte's baby food. Oh my God, there's a video that I have. I think it's on PYTE. I never made it public. It's one of those videos, or maybe I did, where they put Kate's face into one of those chefs, and how he was preparing his meat and stuff like that. So that just remind me of that. Right now, according to Marie Claire, people are putting money on the sister naming their company Emner Organics after Emner Hall, where the Duke and Duchess keep a family home, organic garden, and plans on selling organic baby food, as well as grow your own vegetable kit. There's one squaddy who be sharing her garden. She has a hand for that, and I always respond as if I'm jealous, because I live in an apartment. I can't have garden. Okay, this one is back in 2015. Here's the scoop on Kate and People Middleton's genius business idea. Oh my lord. Okay, is Kate Middleton launching an organic food business? That was back in 2015. The same recycle of things. One created it and then they start talking about it to make more noise. Okay, this is embarrassing at so many levels. How is this a genius idea in 2015, decades behind? Niche organic food businesses started in 2000 on the high street and the boom online after. 2010 was a niche keto and gluten-free products. Oh my god, with that gluten, there's a woman who used to work at my husband's office, and then we used to, after work, my husband and I will meet and we'll go to the gym. So that woman, that co-worker, will, sometime come with my husband, because they were co-workers. There was nothing going on, believe me, because my husband was annoyed by her. But she wanted to work out with us when she found out that we go to the gym. So all she was talking about, everything gluten-free, gluten-free, gluten-free. It was the it thing back then. Okay, this is embarrassing at so many levels. How is this a genius idea in 2015, decades behind? Niche organic food businesses started in 2000 on the high street and then boom online after. 2010s was niche keto and gluten-free products. 2020, collagen products, market saturated with niche. Okay, I die at Kate is a chef, while I remember her flipping things on the pan. Yep, I remember that. Let's go to the next tweet. Alright, let's move on. I still have a good amount left. So this one, it's a video. I'm not sure what it is about, but I wanted to listen to it since it's one of the squad who posted it. So I wanted to know what it is about. Because I like, when I come across videos like this, I like to listen to it the first time, so as I'm recording, I could have something to say. Okay, it was a one-take picture that could have gone anyhow, depending on how the phone was held. Some of you have big problems. There are other pictures in the post you could have used. I'm glad she's standing up for herself. Take a break and stop acting weird all the time. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is about. This is only 59 seconds. So she retweeted Warrior Suitor. I said this with love. Y'all got to chill. Take off the tan hat. Let people enjoy their moment and selfies. If you don't like the picture, don't post it. It shouldn't be any deeper than that. Okay, so let's see here. 59 seconds.
So just a few things I want to address about the photo. It has been removed, but people have already taken it and plastered it over the whole fucking internet, which shame on you guys, honestly. Somebody had mentioned that how dare her show up and not have manicured nails. They were very manicured. She actually had very nice nails, very nice red nail polish. I quite enjoyed it. How fake she was? No, she was not fake. She was so sincere, so genuine, truly honored and happy to be there. You guys want to say she's been schooled in that or poised for that, whatever, but that was not my encounter with her at all. And unless you've had an encounter with her or was a different encounter, then you really have no platform to speak on. I am a fan. Like I said, so for the people who said I wasn't a real fan, so just a few things I want to address.
So it seems like maybe, I don't know which picture she's making reference to. It seems like she met Meghan in some shape or form, I think. And then, the internet took it to another level. That's what I'm thinking. This was how we were acting clownish When the other lady posted pictures with Meghan, later you were apologizing to her, all because you refused to think first before reacting. I hope no one shares pictures they take with Meghan because it's madness at this point. Okay, I don't know. So this must be a picture I did not see. Okay, I remember there was a picture of, was it 3 or 4 ladies who saw Meghan on a parking lot or something? They took a picture that I share with you, but I don't know what she's making reference to, or I didn't see the picture. All right, so let me leave that alone and move on, because I want to finish. All right, so maybe I should stop and create a new video on this, because now we're dealing with the Sussexes and you know, the other side. You know what, it may be really quick. Let's read.